Let's go to Disneyland.
Awesome/dangerous.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to the Byte Me Podcast,
Video
episode
games.
70. I am Adam West.
I am Cliff Johnson.
The Dylan.
But wait, video games isn't Apple Pay kind of a video game?
Kind of, yeah.
It's kind of a video
It's a mobile game.
It's microtransactions.
Yeah. Although, if you go to Disney World or Land and pay with your phone, that is not a
The more
microtransaction.
I use it, the more
microtransaction.
I cry.
Yeah. Well.
Aw. All right. Aside from what we're playing this week, we're going to talk about some news. I'm not sure what this headline means. It just says booty.
I think you know.
So we could be talking about Sea of Thieves or the new
Booty.
Sir Mix-a-Lot album.
Is it called Booty?
No,
He is
there's no
local.
such
Do you think he'd come in?
Can't lie.
I mean, he is local.
Yeah, he lives in Tacoma. You think he'd
but
come in?
he
He's
does
on the
not have
radio.
well, I don't know if he
Right?
still is.
Yeah.
Is he?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, he's a morning show.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the new Pokemon Go Ghostbusters game?
Only what I've read in these show notes.
Right. Ghostbusters is going to have a new AR game coming out. Sounds like fun. Spring 2018 game releases. There's a lot of big ones coming up in the next few months. One in particular I'm really excited for.
That's what we're excited about. I looked through. I'm like, all of them?
Right. The Vive Pro is it out?
It is. I think it's available for pre-order.
Available for pre-order, and the regular Vive got a price drop. We'll talk about that. Nindies for Switch, lots of those on the way. And Austin Wintory, one of our favorite video game composers. Mm-hmm. And it's not just video game composing.
He does. Yeah,
He's done film and stuff.
He does film too. Yeah.
He's got a Kickstarter. We'll talk about that. Questions from Vinny, Captain
Insano.
Captain Insano.
He literally this morning he's like, and
I
don't
know, I
let
saw
Adam
that.
mispronounce it.
He said, and that way Adam won't screw up my name again. Is
Or
it Captain
Captain
Insano
Insano.
or is it Captain Insano? Or is it Captain Insano?
Captain Insano.
Okay.
It's Captain Insano. The CPT is Captain.
Well, then why can't we just spell out Captain Insano since it doesn't matter
Next
how it's
time I will
written?
do it phonetically for you.
Thank you.
Sure.
It doesn't matter how it's written in the show notes. Nobody else sees that, and I want
That's
to make
true.
sure I say the dude's name
All right.
right.
We'll just put
Next
he'll
week,
put a hat
ask another
emoji
question.
with a tin can emoji, and then a box emoji,
And then a picture of the Joker.
and then yes.
Okay. Also, High Jump has a question for us, plus some cheap free games this week. And you know what? I'm just going to say small bites we'll talk about in what we're playing,
I'm excited.
because I've got a few.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Cliff, what are you playing?
Wow.
Bam.
I beat Zombie Army Trilogy.
How was that?
Okay.
Is it really a trilogy?
Yeah, kind of.
Is it like 3 acts?
I think it's a clever name.
It's actually
Mine too.
it's 2 HD remasters of DLC that came with, I want to say Sniper Elite 3, I want to say.
Fun game.
And then that's what I hear.
Super fun.
And then they made a new level and never released it, and so they just kind of packaged them all up.
Oh, that's
and,
the zombie sniper game.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Zombie Sniper game. So I got to kill Zombie Hitler, which was
Did you snipe him?
I did.
That's so awesome.
It was kind of strange though because there's no VO in that game at all.
You're just like, oh, I guess that's the Hitler one.
Well, and so but there are cutscenes, and so all your cutscenes almost seem like they're all done with mime. So we're like, hey, we killed Zombie Hitler. High five.
Literally high five.
No, you don't.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, we beat it. So me, Colby, and Kevin got together and killed Zombie Hitler. So that was cool. And then we started on. I got picked up Games Pass for Booty.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were just like, hey, let's play another Games Pass game that has co-op. And so we started playing Dead Island, the Definitive Edition, which I'd never played before, but had always been kind of interested in.
Well, I remember seeing when that game first released, the trailer for it was like in a hotel room with this dude and his kid.
If you haven't seen...
It was really cool. But that trailer, I thought was setting up a completely different kind of game.
So did every single person that saw that trailer.
Yeah.
But like that trailer is still, I mean, it's 5 years later, it's still worth going back to watch.
Yeah.
The original Dead Island trailer is amazing. And the game's actually a lot of fun too. It's very, hey.
Is it almost like a first-person Dead Rising?
No, actually not at all, really.
Okay.
It's more like, it's almost like it feels kind of role-playing game-ish almost.
Yeah, it's like an RPG open world Left 4 Dead kind of
thing. Yeah,
game,
you just
more, I guess.
we've been playing it multiplayer, and it's
Why
it's,
not multiplayer?
But Dead Rising in the sense of you do craft, like you do like scavenge items and craft
make
things.
better things,
So
yeah.
Okay.
there is that Dead Rising.
But there's not that
element,
like,
but
oh my god, we're being overwhelmed by 200 zombies.
Yeah.
It's very
Okay.
like, oh hey, there's 3 zombies, we gotta kill them.
And
Oh,
we're
there's a
gonna-
big boss zombie, you gotta kill him. It feels very fetch questy. It's very like, hey, we've got this base that we're defending against the zombies. Could you go get some water because we need some water? And you're like, okay. And so I'll truck over to the gas station and bring back some other. Like, cool. Hey, our generator's out of gas. Can you go to the gas station and get us some gas? I'm like, dude, I was just there. Couldn't you like make a list next time?
Seriously.
And so you do
Make
a lot
your
of
shopping list, man.
Yeah, you do a lot of like, go here, get that, bring it back to me. Go here. Kill this thing, bring its head back to me. Go here, I left my necklace in the hotel. It's the only thing I can remember my zombie husband by. Can you go get it for me? You know,
Zombie husband.
Yeah.
No, he's a zombie. Forget him.
No, you're dumb.
And so you do a lot of that kind of thing.
over
And
it.
it's a little bit like 2013 janky. But we've had it was good enough that we've come back to it multiple times. So I would say, especially if you could find some friends to play with, probably worth it. And it's free
I
on
loved
Games
that
Pass.
game.
So
It was great.
yeah. And it's kind of cool. Like it's got like zombie dismemberment. So if you're using something kind of hacky, you can like chop off arms of zombies, which is pretty cool.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a
As one
gross,
does.
visceral sort of way.
Dead Island 2 is supposed to come out sometime.
Maybe.
Ever.
I thought
maybe.
Dead Island 2 already did it.
Nope.
No, there was
They've
a
talking about it.
Riptide. There was like a
Oh, yeah.
expansion, I guess.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's still they still list it as in development though, so
Yeah.
maybe. And then just barely, I've played maybe the first hour. I started booting up Wolfenstein: The New Colossus,
And that was
the new
is that
Wolfenstein.
the new one?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And
The new one.
that game is like the first hour of that game is rough. Like it sets up. So you're BJ Blazkowicz again. And it kind of sets up how you kind of got to where you were. And, you know, I don't know if you knew this. I've only played 2 games, so I'm not sure. But you were raised by this like super racist, abusive father who, you know, so they're showing, you know, him like beating your mom, beating you, him dropping all sorts of like horrible racial slurs. You know, he wants to toughen you up. And so I would love the statistic I want most about this game. There's a part where he's going to make you a man. And so he like kind of straps you down to this like table thing and chains your dog up in front of you and puts a shotgun and he's like, shoot your dog. And you're controlling the thing. And I'm like, I'm not shooting my dog. There's no way I'm shooting my dog. And you can kind of see that like maybe you can kind of off aim and you maybe won't shoot the dog. But I'm like, it's a shotgun. What if it still shoots the dog? And I sat there for like a minute and a half. I'm like, I'm not going to do this. And so finally I'm like, nothing's happening. Like he's not, you know, it's not triggering a cutscene. It's not triggering anything. So I looked it up on the internet on my phone. I'm like, do I have to shoot the dog? And they're like, nah, you can miss on purpose. And so I'm like, oh, thank God. And so I miss on purpose. And the dad gets pissed off, throws the table and shoots the dog. I'm like, wow. So spoilers, it's only like the first 30 minutes, but
Not going to play it.
it's rough.
No?
It was super
I don't
rough.
deal with that.
You don't actually see them shoot the dog
Yeah,
and it
no,
happens
you don't
off.
see that, but
But good Lord, I want to know though, like the average amount of time people
spend trying
like
to make that
wait,
choice.
like, do I shoot the dog? But I mean, then it goes. I mean, it's incredibly violent. You're getting off a U-boat after that, and people get things chopped off
Oh my
and
God.
beheaded, and it's a violent, gory game. But
So you're saying it's a really good game for like family game night.
I swear to God, I dropped my kid off my dad's house like 2 months ago. I gave it to my dad for his birthday.
Your kid did not
He
play
didn't
it.
play it.
God.
And that's what but he's like, my dad literally said like, hey man, I got the new Wolfenstein, you want to play it? I'm like, good Lord, no.
Wow.
You would
Okay.
have nightmares.
He would have had so many nightmares. The dog thing would have
That's just
destroyed
scarring.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
anyway, those are good games.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Dylan, would you
After
care
that,
to lift us back up?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Whew, I don't know.
Have you
where to
killed any dogs lately, Dylan?
No dogs.
No dogs died in the
Only fight terrorists.
Only fight terrorists.
Playing the same old stuff. Are we gonna save
Booty.
booty?
Yeah, we'll save
We'll
booty.
save, save booty.
We'll save that.
Yeah. Other than that, other than chasing booty, I have played more Rainbow Six and Fortnite.
Oh my God, weird.
Have you gotten a mobile llama yet?
No, I did play a little bit on my phone, and it is not the place to play it in the most superior fashion. However, it works. I am
It works
surprised.
real well.
Yeah. I was shocked at how
like-
well it works.
I guess phones are that far advanced now that you can put buttons on a screen and it works. And it's exactly what I thought. It's like, they're not going to put this out if it's just crap. Like, it's totally playable, I'm sure, if you spend a lot of time. And if that, for someone who doesn't have a console or a PC, like, how cool is that? That you can play this, the biggest game in games right now, on your phone. Anyone can play it. It's free. Obviously, you need to sign up and be invited to play it, but I was just very impressed with what you can really achieve in there. And of course, if you connect like one of the little controllers or something, like
with the, what is it, the 8-bit?
Does that work?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works,
Crazy.
but does it work? Like, what's the difference, really? Like, yeah, it's probably a little different, but
it's like, if you're going to do that, you
good.
might as well just...
And it, I mean, all the cross progression's there. So, like, if you have a bunch of cool skins on the PC or your consoles or whatever, like, you can wear the cool spacesuit. Like, how cool is that?
Seriously.
I love it.
But, yeah.
Okay. So as far as what I'm playing, you sent me an invite to Fortnite Mobile, so I played a little bit of that the other day. And first game in Fortnite, I played it a few times on the PS4. Couldn't really get into it there for whatever reason. I think I was still too much into the PUBG, and it was just too different for me to really grasp at the time. But didn't get a single kill on the PS4, died almost instantly every time. On mobile, I made it top 15 in my first game and got a kill.
Nice.
Yeah. And I actually built a building
That's
on
awesome.
mobile. And it just, for whatever reason, it just seemed way more intuitive as far as like with a controller in your hand or something in your hand instead of a mouse and keyboard. Like, it seemed more intuitive on the phone than it did with a PS4 controller.
I've been impressed. Like, all the control schemes, whether it's PC, console, or phone, like, they all work really well for a game that's, I think, relatively complicated.
Yeah.
Like, to have, like,
a
that building
mechanic.
mode. Like, in it, it's smooth. Like, it's not perfect, and I don't know. I mean, it's probably as good as it gets. I wish you could, like, rotate or, like, swap the position of the building tiles. Like,
Instead of having to position yourself.
Why do I go from the wall to the floor to the ramp? I want wall, ramp, floor, because that's the order that I would build in. But I wish I could just swap those things.
Right.
Like, that's my biggest complaint. But other than that, like, it worked so well. And, like, even on a console and then on a PC, it's like, of course, on a PC is probably the easiest, and then console might be a little easy, like a little less easy, and then phone's probably not the easiest, but it works.
Yeah, it totally works. So I've been playing that. It's a lot of fun. I've also been playing, because I saw it was only $2.99, Bridge Constructor Portal on the phone. I've got an 8 Plus. I think you can play it on basically all the iOS
That's awesome.
phones. But yeah, it's so cool. If you've ever played a Bridge Constructor game, you know what it's all about. Except it's got portals.
Which is cool. And I didn't really understand how it worked until I watched that and play it yesterday. But it's cool that there are portals. Like, you'll actually build a bridge to a portal, and then you'll come out of another portal and have to build another bridge to get them back to another portal. It was,
and
it looked really fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's multiple portals in a level, and they're different colors, so you know where your little dude's gonna go in and come out. And the sentries are there, or the turrets are there, and what's her name?
GLaDOS.
Yeah, she's back.
The sentry guns make that little cute
They're like,
voices
I don't
that they
hate
do.
you,
Yeah, I
or
love
whatever.
it. Oh, man.
So that's a lot of fun. If you've got, I don't know if it's just iOS, but
I'm not sure.
yeah. But if you've got mobile and you want to do that, if you're a mobile gamer, do that. On the console side of things, I've been playing a little more Rime because that's in Games Pass.
Oh, I love it.
Or Game Pass, or whatever it's called. And yeah, so I've noticed some graphical like hiccups on my Xbox One X.
That's what you're saying. That's so strange.
Yeah, there's a couple of those, but it's really good. I've got to be getting close to the end, though.
Oh, it's about 6 hours.
Yeah, I think I'm getting close to it.
I'm very excited to hear what you think of the ending.
Okay, yeah, it's real cool. I think I've just now sent the bird back up to some.
Oh, you're on. Have you done the bird twice then, or just once? Like, I mean, you're on the bird level.
The bird is now. It's been 3. I did 3 things. And hit it with lightning 3 times, and then it flew up to the top of this thing, and I'm now at the top of this thing.
I think you're about halfway through the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. That bird level's kind of rough.
Yeah, it is rough.
Yeah, it was probably my least favorite part of the game. But it's still,
I had to look up a couple of different little.
Yeah.
Like, where do I go?
It's tricky,
Yeah.
but
And I've also been playing a lot of Burnout Paradise Remastered. It is so much fun.
How much is that?
It's $40. Ooh. I know, but I love that game so much.
I did too.
He's always got his money's worth.
Yeah.
Just listen to the excitement in his voice.
It's so good.
I
can't imagine how much of that money, though, that you pay for that remaster is going to the actual remaster or to the licensing of the soundtrack.
Yeah, right.
Because it's all the same soundtrack.
That's so cool.
And LCD Sound System, Avril Lavigne, Depeche Mode.
The Avril Lavigne?
Yeah. And Guns N' Roses, it's got a massive soundtrack. It's real good.
That's cool. Someone was saying yesterday that someone needs to take that game and make it into a battle royale game. Could you imagine how fun it would be? 100 v 100 cars with takedowns.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Cool.
That would be cool.
It'd be real cool.
Well, now I need to send an email.
Bridge Constructor Portal is available on Android. It is $5, so it's oddly enough more expensive than on iOS.
That's weird.
That doesn't happen very often.
No. So if you've got everybody's got a mobile device. If you like games on your mobile, go get Bridge Constructor Portal. It's fun. And if you've got $40 burning a hole in your pocket and you have a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X, I would highly, highly recommend Burnout Paradise, especially if you've never played it before. It's a perfect open-world racing game. It's so good. So good.
Yeah. And if you don't want to buy it, it was a Games with Gold game 6 months ago, I'm going to say.
Something like that.
Yeah. So you may already own it, but just not cool HD remastered.
Well, I might own it already from Games with Gold, and I already own it on my PS3. Now I own it again because I paid for it. So
it was
I might
actually
have
a little
copies.
longer ago than I thought. It was December of 2016. So.
Okay. So no, I don't have it 3 times. I've got it twice though.
That's all right.
So that's what I've been playing. Yeah.
Before moving on, real quick, I forgot to mention Fortnite has Blitz mode now.
What's that?
So it's
yeah.
You jump into the first circle. So the circle's not coming from... You actually see the first circle on the map. It still encompasses the whole map, but it's quicker, obviously, because it's already coming in. So you land, and the circle's already kind of going to be coming in. It's not like coming from outside of the map, how it starts. You can't see it anywhere. It's already there.
Oh.
So it's a little faster
when
paced.
There's more drops,
and there's
too.
more...
Yeah.
The idea is there's going to be... the drops are a little more frequent, so it's a little faster paced. I didn't feel that it was all that more fast-paced, but it definitely does speed the game up because you're already having to move inside. You can't spend a lot of time right on the outside of the perimeter, and if you do jump way outside, and outside that circle, you're going to have to get running pretty quick. You don't have a lot of time. So, I mean, if you're just looking to get a game in a little quicker, or maybe if you want to knock off some challenges because you need, assault rifle eliminations or whatever it is to do your daily challenges or whatever, it might be a good mode to jump in real quick and maybe have a little bit hotter areas where you're going to pick up some guns and do some gunfights and whatever and rinse repeat. So new mode to try if you want something just a little quicker.
I'd love to know what the average playtime between a regular Fortnite game and that game is. That's cool.
Because, I mean, what it does is basically it cuts off that first 2.5 or 3 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah. Is that what that little noise is, like a radio sound, that beep beep?
So they'll do there's a sound cue when the circle's coming in, I think when the circle hits, and then when there's a loot crate. So if you hear one that's not the circle cue, it means that a loot crate has dropped or is falling from the sky, a supply drop.
Okay.
And that's what that means. So
Gotcha.
Look up and try to locate it. And stupid loot supply drops. I always get miniguns. Just miniguns. I mean, my buddy were playing duos. He finally, my buddy's PC finally, I forgot to talk about this, his PC finally boots up Fortnite.
Oh, nice.
Except now he has this fog problem. It basically almost looks like the circle's always in front of him. And it'll just happen. And then it will go like that for the rest of the game. But all of a sudden, we're playing, and he's like, I can't see anything, so I can't really be much help. And I was like, okay, give me most of your ammo. Because unless he's really close to someone, he can't see anything. But it's we're going to do this. And then all of a sudden, there's 3 people left. And I did the math, and I was like, that's 2 of us and 1 of them.
Did you win?
No. And you lost.
Oh, no.
We got 2 supply drops, 2 miniguns, and the other guy had a rocket. It's I can't do anything. And he had the high ground coming off the cliff, and I was I hit him a couple times with the scar, and I just couldn't. We couldn't outmaneuver him.
It happens.
And Thomas's game was foggy.
Darn.
Soon.
Huh? Yeah.
So he'll do it soon.
Yeah, soon.
I got the faith.
It'll happen. All right. If you're listening on iTunes, like us, rate us, review us. We'll send you free stuff.
Yay.
And then we go into
news.
Damn.
That was different. I like how you switched it up. Thank you.
Change it up a little bit.
Keep
you on your toes.
All right, got some stuff to talk about in our little news section here, but first we talk all about the booty.
The booty.
Go ahead, take it away, because I know what this is. But
the Sea of Thieves is out.
Yay!
It's very exciting.
I have not played it as much as I wish I would have played, because I probably should have just taken vacation through the rest of this week and sailed the 7 seas, but I did not.
Are there 7 seas to sail?
In this game,
I think it's all one.
I think
Actually,
just one
it's
big
all
sea.
connected.
Yeah.
Like the world.
I'm not
Like,
sure.
there's only one,
I wonder where
really.
that phrase came from.
Yeah, it's kind
There's 7 oceans?
well, yeah, but that's silly because they're all connected.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, is that when they thought the world was still
flat.
Oh, the world
and
is flat, duh.
I've been in an airplane.
I went down that rabbit hole the other day, and
It was horrifying.
The world's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway,
I don't really think that. Just so
I
you know.
did. I respect your opinions out there. If you are a flat earther, that's fine.
I don't.
Me either.
I would actually like you to explain to me what is on the other side of the
I
Earth.
don't.
So completely random. When I went on a cruise last April with all my friends, we may have been slightly intoxicated at 2 a.m. on the deck, walking around or whatever. Some dude, literally, there was a flat earther on the cruise
Was he
ship.
afraid that you guys were going to fall off?
No, but I was like,
No, because everyone knows Antarctica rings the edge of the Earth to keep us all in.
oh, see, I didn't know that's how that.
No.
worked. Yeah, okay.
No,
Anyway,
I'm
yeah,
out
I
now.
literally.
I before I had, I was like, okay, I'll give you 1%, and now I'm
No.
Yeah, no, we had just left, I think, Jamaica.
You should have thrown him overboard, Adam. That's
I
really
wanted
where we're all
to,
getting.
but it was like 2 a.m.
That's the best time to throw him overboard.
And well, then I met some British guys who decided to throw lawn furniture over the deck. Yeah, they're not allowed back on the ship. Anyway, back to Sea of
think of
Thieves.
how the day-night cycle would be here.
Yeah, there
It
wouldn't
would
be one.
It would be so extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, the 7 seas are the 7 seas. You're right, and apparently the sea is just the word for the ocean in general.
Oh. Well, that was an interesting tangent.
Anyway, I did boot the game up when it launched. I didn't get as much time to play it yesterday as I would have liked, but I get booted at 9 p.m. Pacific time on Monday.
Oh, and you actually were able to
I
get
was
in?
able to get in right away. And it's kind of funny because we were just playing Rainbow Six Siege, so we had a bunch of people in our party. I think we had like 8 people in the chat or whatever. And we're like, okay, we'll all get Sea of Thieves because everyone like used their free trial of Games Pass just to get.
Nice.
But then there ended up being 5 of us.
Oh.
And it's like, well, I'm going to bed pretty soon, so you guys get a big ship, and I'm just going to cruise around by myself. And none of those 4 guys had ever played this before. And I'm all listening to them, and they sound like dorks. Like they're trying to figure this game out, and it's so funny because it does kind of throw you
it just
in. It's
drops
like,
you in, yeah.
Figure it out, and they're like, dur, 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 and then all of a sudden their ship's sinking, and I'm like, ha ha ha, and I'm like, I'm taking up booty. And like they didn't even find the guy that gives them the quest.
The quest.
Yet.
Yeah.
And I'm already on my second island, digging up the second chest by myself, like switching the sails. I'm like, do in my little sloop, and I got
a lot of do-to-dos in his.
And I got my day 1 patch, and I was pretty excited about it.
I'm bummed that I tried to get into the game yesterday for probably a half hour and was just getting different beard airs, cinnamon beards and emerald beards, and they named all the air messages after different beards.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But
does the day 1 patch, does that happen for everybody?
yeah,
Okay.
so it's
Just
a 1 doubloon. I'm gonna call them doubloons. I think it's gold, but I'm gonna call them doubloons. A Spanish doubloon. For 1 doubloon, you can buy the day 1 patch, and it's
Which
a cool
we don't
little eye
know,
patch with a 1 on it.
Yeah.
So
really?
that's a little joke. It's pretty awesome. I mean, I haven't played a lot of the game yet, but what it feels like so far is it looks great. It feels so much more whole. Like all the NPCs talk.
Nice.
And it looks like you're not able to have all the weapons that you had before, like in the beta. They just let you test everything. So
wow.
you can actually pick. So do you want the blunderbuss and the scoped rifle? Do you want the pistol? Do you want the cutlass? Pick 2 of those. Other than that, you still have the same equipment. You have the eyeglass, the compass, all those things.
Very cool.
And then you do have customization options on your pirate. So you can pick a pirate model, and I have long hair and a mustache.
Of course you do.
And it's great.
So it looks like you.
Just like me, I'm feeling my inner pirate. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, so I wanted to.
I'm excited.
I wanted to live it.
Now, is it crossplay with PC?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I know that you can play on both. I just didn't know if it was crossplay.
Yeah, it works really well, too. I mean, and if you're not familiar, because the guys that I was playing with, too, or not playing with, but we were in the same chat while we were playing, they'd never really bought a game on the Xbox store on their PC. So if for whatever reason you haven't really experienced that, because it's not through Steam or anything, it is
you buy through the Microsoft Store.
So if you hit the start menu, you click the little Xbox app, you bring it up, you can click on Microsoft Store. It's real easy, but that's where this game is. If you're on PC,
and if you have Games Pass, it is free on the PC,
right?
So.
So I mean, it's simple and it works really well to boot it up on either one. After playing with like mouse and keyboard and controller, I like playing this game with a controller.
Oh yeah.
Whether I'm playing on my PC, I'll just probably plug my controller in, or connect it to my PC. I like the way it controls. I didn't find the PC controls as friendly as I did like the.
It's a very controller-y game.
Yeah, because you're constantly switching between like the tools to navigate and look. So I'm bringing up my spyglass and I'm bringing up my compass and I'm going down here and looking at the map. So there's a lot of like swapping, and for some reason when I was on the keyboard I didn't like hitting the button to use the scroll wheels. It's like that works so well with joysticks. So I like that control scheme better, but it is cool that I can play it on my PC and my Xbox and play with all my friends that are on PC, or if they have an Xbox. Like, that's so cool. Like, that's so the future. Why aren't we there yet?
Oh, yeah, totally. And I was talking to Neurogamer Miles about it, because he was thinking about getting Sea of Thieves for the PC. I was talking about how much is it, and I'm like, well, it's $60. But there are 8 Play Anywhere titles right now on the Games Pass. Or Game Pass. Is it Game or Games Pass?
Game Pass.
Game Pass. I don't know why I say Games Pass.
It's because it's so easy to say Games Pass,
Because there's more than one game. And you're just trying to be
I know.
Awesome.
But so there's 8 Play Anywhere titles on the Game Pass. It's like Recore, a couple of Halo Wars games, a Halo game, and Gears of War, and Sea of Thieves.
Nice.
So I told him, I was like, you got that 2-week trial. Plus, if you like it, it's only $10 a month.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So you can effectively play it for 6 months, and then at the end of the 6 months, plus that's when you finally pay for the game.
Yep.
So, but for 2-week trial, I mean, I don't know.
I'd say please go try the game.
Yeah.
Of course, there's been a lot of server errors, like
because a lot of people are trying to get in.
I think it's just a lot of people trying to get in, right? Yep. So just try it, because it's a fun game. It's probably not going to be for everyone, but I think, especially if you have a whole crew to crew up with, it's a really fun experience. And if you only play it for the 2 weeks right now while everyone's hot about it, like,
it's perfect.
Like, no downside to that.
Yeah.
So
I'm definitely going to be playing it tonight.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm playing it tonight.
I might.
Sure.
Who knows?
So.
If we can all
Actually,
get
I'm
in.
not. I'm hopefully going to go see Ready Player One tonight.
Oh, is there a preview screening?
I got preview tickets to it, yeah.
Cool. Any more thoughts on the Sea of Thieves, Booty?
Not yet.
All right, we'll talk more about that.
I'm sure more will come.
I'm going to play the booty out of it.
Nice.
I'm sure you are. All right, up next, Ghostbusters World. It's an AR game. It's coming to Android and iOS this year. Very similar to Pokemon Go. I know the trailer and our show notes, it doesn't show a lot of the gameplay, but if you've seen it anywhere else.
So is it that kind of idea where you capture the ghosts using your phone? See, that's super fun.
You capture the ghost. You've got the whole, what are the guns called?
The proton
packs. Yeah, sure. Proton guns. So you do that, and then you toss the trap out, and you catch the ghost. It's really, really cool.
Do I have to walk?
You probably. I don't. Why? Why is that a problem?
I don't know. I don't want to. Why am I?
Pokemon Go was such a phenomenon, and then it got everybody out of the house.
Yeah, I think
it's so silly.
I love the idea of AR and AR getting bigger and better. I think that, like, today we're looking at AR and going like, meh. But I think that, like, 3 or 4 years from now, when like phones support it better, and when everything's just a little bit bigger where they are, there could be. Have you seen the Harry Potter AR game?
No.
Oh God, it looks so good. It's set. I think right before like the events at Hogwarts.
Okay.
And so it's literally just you going to Hogwarts as a student. There's no end of the world, like you don't have to deal with Harry Potter being there and stuff. But like I think some of the teachers will still be there. But the AR part of it is you can cast spells. And,
cool.
it looks awesome. It looks super good. I'm real excited about that one.
Nice.
I don't know. For me, like, ghost hunting seems like a more intimate experience. Like I'm tiptoeing through a house, and
play
I'm
this game any way you want. Turn off all your lights.
Checking the closets. But what if there's no ghosts there?
But haven't
then your house
seen
is
I don't want to go to
Ghostbusters
McDonald's to find this silly ghost man.
But you've seen a Ghostbusters movie. In the Ghostbusters universe, ghosts don't just exist in haunted houses.
Maybe you should just.
That sounds more fun though.
Maybe you should start breaking
I want
into
this to
homes.
be Luigi's Mansion AR.
Of course
I don't want it to be.
That It's such a good game.
It is a great game, but come on.
Just start breaking into abandoned houses, Dylan. It'll be fine.
That would work.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
We'll break into some abandoned houses.
That's not legal. We shouldn't do that.
God. Anyway, so the Ghostbusters, the ghosts are going to be coming from all different Ghostbusters media, including films. The TV show theme is going to be in there. Theme parks, video games, all the ghosts from across the board.
That's awesome.
It's not just Slimer and not just like
that library
Stay Puft.
ghost.
Oh, the library ghost.
The library ghost scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. He's not.
Well, he's friendly, so we don't necessarily want to catch him.
Well, maybe we could do.
Maybe
he could come home.
be
He
a
could live
double
with
agent.
me. A double agent.
Casper, double agent.
I think you have $1 million idea there. You should copyright that real quick.
Real fast.
So anyway, that is going to be coming out later this year, which makes me think the next movie has got to be coming somewhere soon.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Oh, did you see? You saw the last one, the new one.
Yeah.
Did you watch the end credit scene?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
When Leslie, what's her name? Leslie
I don't know if
Thompson?
that movie made enough money to get a sequel.
I don't think they're going to let it go that easily.
Yeah, maybe
it's
not.
Massive. So the spoiler alert, if you've not seen this credit scene, the Ghostbusters movie recently, she's Leslie Jordan. Is it Leslie Jordan?
I think so.
Leslie Johnson. Anyway,
I know, she's awesome.
From SNL. She's listening to a reel-to-reel, and she's listening in headphones, and she turns to the other characters, and she goes, "What's Zool?" And that's the end of the whole thing. Anyway,
according to Dan Aykroyd, it won't happen.
It won't?
Yeah.
Aw, well, I hope they do.
We'll see.
I would like it to. All right, so there's that. Next, 2018 spring.
God,
It's officially here.
As of yesterday.
Yeah.
And man, there are some amazing games coming out.
Yeah, there are a whole lot coming out. And of course, starting with Sea of Thieves that just launched yesterday. Other than Sea of Thieves, well, including Sea of Thieves, what are we excited for?
Literally, so Adam posted a list, and I want to play effectively every game on this. A Way Out is next, and I'm so hyped for that game.
That's this weekend.
It is this weekend.
Holy crap.
The cool thing about A Way Out, if you don't remember, it's that, I don't want to say forced because that sounds wrong, but it's that game that you have to play co-op. So the entire game is played with you as one character and a co-op partner as another character, and you interact within that game, but you have to play it co-op. There is no single player at all. But the cool thing about the way they've priced that is that it's $30, which is great, but it also comes with what they're calling like a co-op pass. I don't know. They've got a better name for it than that, but I could buy that game and then give you the co-op pass for it, and it doesn't cost you anything, and we can play together. Or you can, get two of you together and you each pay $15, and you're in there too. So
that's really cool.
I'm super excited to play this one. I'm going to try and convince my brother to buy it with me, and so we can play the co-op. It's a prison break game. It looks really, really, really fun.
Sorry, I just noticed something pop up in our. I don't know. I just saw something
Was it
pop up
Detective
in our
Pikachu?
Slacks. I just saw our Slack go off.
Sorry about that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what else we have here?
Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu. I kept hearing about this. I didn't know this was really a thing.
You have a Nintendo 3DS.
I do.
You could try it.
Well, I have a 2DS and a 3DS.
Well, there you go. I don't know about that. I'm not sure I'm enough of a Pokemon guy to care about Detective Pikachu.
What
I don't really get it. I don't know what it is yet.
There's a movie
with Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Ryan Reynolds is going to play as Pikachu, from what I understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what this is. We'll just skip over that.
What is it? It's an adventure game? Okay.
You know what I'm super hyped for, though, is Far Cry 5.
Yes, Far Cry 5.
And I cannot believe that comes out
so soon.
Wow, that's next Tuesday.
It's next Tuesday.
What?
Right? I've been waiting for this game forever. Early reviews or early previews. There was a big Far Cry 5 preview event, I'm going to say 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, and initial everything was that this game is very, very, very
cool.
good.
Did you, and I know you mentioned it last week, the 30-minute kind of short film on Amazon?
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No, I need to go watch it.
I'm about halfway through it. I had to stop because I was watching it at work and my boss walked in. But but it's really good. The production value is really good.
That's
and it's
awesome.
Kind of scary.
I'm super. I'm not a day one purchaser of many games, but I think this is going to be a game that I'm going to either buy or rent day one because I really want to be part of that kind of conversation around exploring that game. It looks good. It looks really good.
Another one, I think you've played it, Pillars of Eternity?
I've not, but I'm really, really excited about it.
Pillars of Eternity 2
I still want to beat the first one before I beat the second one.
Okay.
But no, just cool old school Obsidian kind of isometric RPG in the kind of veins of like Icewind Dale and those older kind of interplay isometric role-playing games. Just very, very excited to try that. I've heard phenomenal things from a couple people that have played the first one. My friend Hans that was on the show like this. My friend Tim played it and really liked it as well. It looks really cool in that, kind of old school RPG kind of way. So that's definitely.
Oh, and it's PC only.
PC only, yeah.
Gotcha.
On my list, but I own the first one. I just need to get around to actually playing it. So definitely.
All right. So after that, are you excited for Yakuza 6? I've never played a Yakuza game. Either of you?
I was super excited about it, and I hate to, this makes me sound so terrible, but I don't really want to play. I didn't realize that they're not dubbed at all. So you have to read them.
Gotcha.
And so, I hear great things about the Yakuza series. Yakuza 0 came out last year or the year before, recently anyway. And people say all these great things about it. And I hear people talk about just how emergent the gameplay is and how cool all the characters are and just all these great things. And the entire game's in Japanese and it's subbed in English. And I just don't know if I want to play a game that I have to literally read the entire game.
It's tough for me to really just immerse myself in it when
I'm just lazy, I guess. I don't know.
See, I watch every Netflix show, not every Netflix show, if I have a choice, with subtitles on because Kevin always puts the subtitles on.
Yeah.
And I'm the same way. I subtitle everything I watch.
What? But subbing a video game?
But for me, it's more, I want to hear what they're saying, but if I can't catch it, I want to be able to read it.
Okay.
I've got a 10-year-old. They're loud sometimes. And my wife doesn't like to have the TV up very loud.
Okay.
And so it's for me, it's more of a hearing thing because I'm old. I subtitle all my video games too. But I don't want to have to read the subtitles. And I don't know if it would be as immersive for me having to listen to a language I don't speak for. I mean, plus these games are super long. So a language I don't speak for 60 hours of reading seems difficult. I don't know.
Okay.
There's a free trial out right now. You can go down. It came out, I think, 2 weeks ago. They actually screwed it up when they released it. You actually got the full game. Yay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, whoops. But so there is a free trial out. It's apparently pretty long too. So if it's a game that you think you might enjoy, it's kind of an open world gangster thing set in Tokyo, I believe.
Okay.
It's supposed to be absolutely great. But if you're a little bit turned off by the Japanese language with the subtitles,
doesn't faze me. Any JRPG that I've ever played,
you do it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said for it too. Getting the non-badly translated or badly, voiced stuff. I think it's something I just need to try. But I also have a really hard time committing to a game that I know is going to be that
80
long.
hours.
So
totally.
But I've heard such good things about it, so I'm torn.
So there's some God of War gameplay out.
Yeah, I've heard that Adam might be excited about that.
I'm a lot excited about this game.
Yeah.
A lot.
It looks so pretty.
It does. It is a complete reboot. Ish. It's not. I mean, it's a complete reboot based on.
I think it is, though. I mean, they've rebooted the story. They've moved it to a new country. It's based around new mythology.
Yeah. But it's still the same old Kratos.
That's okay.
Which I know. Yeah, that's totally okay.
I have heard that the internet is already abuzz with how awful it is with Kratos having a conscience and children now, and everyone's super mad about this game. So
are they really?
Yeah, because the internet's stupid and gamers. Oh, not all of them.
Not our gamers. Not
our
our
gamers
listeners.
are all awesome. But everyone else, they're just dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was reading about some stuff on Twitter that the angry gamer internet, which is the loud part.
I mean, you've only got 8 other God of War games you can continue to play where you just smash and brutally slaughter.
Yeah. The other people are sitting at home just playing their games.
I was talking to Optimus Prime this morning about some different stuff in our Discord, and he said. I think one of the best things he says is the dumbest and most ignorant are also the loudest.
Oh, yeah.
And that I'm like, yes.
Yep.
So
I think it looks fantastic.
Same.
I'm excited for the new story and the new direction that it's going in. I don't know a lot about Norse mythology either, so maybe I'll learn something.
Yeah.
Because I actually learned a lot in God of War about all these different gods and all these creatures
you
and
know
stuff.
some names of like all the gods and titans and all that stuff. That's fun.
So that is going to be out on April 20th. So
that'll be my
month.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I still may play God of War 3 before, but that's my very first God of War game. So
God of War 3?
Well, I mean, I've never played one.
Play God of War 3
and then play this one.
And then play this one.
It's still so interesting to think that there's like all of the other God of War games were in a previous generation too. So it's like it's going to look.
This is the first truly next gen one of this generation.
It's like that's cool. That's exciting.
And this franchise is what? The first one came out on the PS2 in 2004?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Roughly? So, yeah, I'm so glad this franchise is still around. Last but not least, on the same day, April 20th, 4/20, Nintendo Labo.
I'm, like, the more I hear about this,
the more interested I am.
Same. Like, originally I was like, yay, dumb cardboard. And then... You know
look what I did with my Amazon box.
Right? And then, like, I hear people that have used it and talk about the technology behind it and how cool the AR, or not the AR, the
IR blasters
the IR blasters are, and how, just the idea of being able to sit down with my kid at the table and actually, like, make something. We play a lot of video games. I play a lot of video games. My kid plays a lot of video games. And you don't do as much of that. I mean, when I was a kid, how many things I built with Legos and how many things I built with like constructs and erector sets and all that kind of stuff. And you just don't build as many things as you used to. And this is, I think, a really cool opportunity to actually like sit down and make something that you're going to end up with an end product that then interfaces with the video games that we both love. So
right.
I probably will buy at least one of the sets. Right. Probably not the backpack one. I'll probably buy the other one that comes with all the different things you could build. So maybe we'll do like a live stream of me and my kid putting together Labo crap for a day.
Nice.
It'd be fun.
And since we're talking about Nintendo already and games that are coming out, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch Nindies showcase that just happened.
And the first thing we talk about is how much I hate the word Nindies.
Why?
I don't know.
Sounds like a ninny or a nincompoop.
I don't know.
I like it.
It's dumb. All right. It's super dumb.
I'm not a huge fan, but that's okay. Well, they had some pretty top shelf looking games though. There's a Nintendo Direct. I want to say Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
No. Was it
Monday?
Tuesday?
Either way, I didn't watch it because I forgot about it because it was at 9:00 in the morning and I hadn't had any coffee yet, and you know how it goes.
I mean, it happens.
Anyway, you want to run through these real fast?
Yeah, so it looks like up first in this list is Mark of the Ninja Remastered. If you've not played this, I think it came out 2012, 2013?
Looks like 2012, yeah.
Okay. It's a true, like, stealth game. Like, this game is all stealth. I bought it on Steam, on a Steam sale for, like, $3 or $4.
Nice.
And it's so good. It looks fantastic. The art style is really cool. And it's like a real ninja game because it's not Ninja Gaiden Ninja where you're running around hack and slash and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You literally have to stealth and sneak around.
That sounds very cool.
It's really, really, really good. So, and I think the art style itself is going to look really great on the handheld.
On the handheld, sure. And this is an HD remix of that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not remix, remaster.
Yeah, remaster. It's so good, though. So good. What else we got here? Fantasy Strike. Do we know what this is?
Yeah, it's a fighting game.
Oh, okay.
Not my jam, but I know people love fighting games.
People do.
Yeah, not my thing, but that's okay.
Another one here called Just Shapes and Beats.
This might be your kind of thing. It's a music-based shmup.
Music-based shmup?
Yeah, so musical,
I can't find
like
the
a music-based bullet hell kind of.
Okay.
So where and I've played a couple of these that are that kind of mix of like beats and bullet hell shoot 'em up kind of games, and
what's the game?
Some of them are very good and some of them are very not. But this one's going to have 20 different songs by 20 different chiptune artists.
Oh,
so
cool.
I don't know. It could be a lot of fun. Rhythm games are always interesting to me. Everyone should check out 140. 140 was a real fun rhythm game.
What's the one game that came out? I think it came out on the Saturn or the Dreamcast, and then it just got re-released in VR on the PSVR. It's kind of a rhythm-based shooter game. It's really weird.
I haven't tried it.
But it's really fun.
Real fun.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. those things, they just mix well, that, kind of shmup and rhythm music stuff.
There is a game coming called Garage.
This looks real cool.
I've not seen this.
It's a top-down horror game.
Almost like a Hotline Miami-ish kind of vibe.
Kind of, but it looks like it's slower than that. It looks like not super fast-paced. It's kind of got kind of a B-movie aesthetic to it. But it looks real sneaky. Like you're going through, and it's very dark and kind of jump scary, but it's all like from a very pixely top-down perspective. So it doesn't look like, you're like top-down, hey, I'm getting rushed by zombies all the time. It looks more slow,
a little more
Resident Evil. That's the word I was looking for, methodical. So it looks like it could be real fun and kind of scary.
Like a Manhunt meets
Smash TV.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, it looks good.
That looks really cool. Nice. A game that I don't know if anybody ever asked for it ever.
God, it's so weird looking.
Pool Panic. It's a pool game, like a billiards game.
But kind of. I mean, like, I don't think it's like a strict billiards pool game.
I'm watching some of these trailers for the first time, and this includes the first time.
It looks so strange. I mean, so it is, you are playing pool, but it doesn't look like maybe necessarily like actual, pool rules. Definitely not on normal pool tables. There's 100 different strange pool levels, but the balls are animated. They've got faces.
It's like Cuphead
billiards.
billiards.
It's also like, I'm just going to go ahead and think that this game...
Oh, it's Adult Swim games.
Yeah, it's got that look. It definitely has that, like...
I'm like, for some reason, I feel like LSD might have been involved.
Right.
Okay.
That one's I hope they release a demo for that one, because I'm not sure that's a buy for me, but it's a very much one that I want to experience. So.
I love the name of the next one.
Oh my God, this looks awesome too. It's
And no, I'm not talking about the chicken I cooked last night, even though that was on Bomb Chicken.
It's a platformer that you play as a chicken who can lay bombs, and so like you can lay a bunch of bombs on top of each other and use it to get to a higher level, or you can pick up a bomb and throw it at a bad guy, or you can lay a bomb somewhere to blow open a window, or not a window, like a place you need to get a corridor to get past a wall. It looks wacky, but really cool, really fun.
Oh yeah, I could get into this a lot.
Mega Man meets Bomberman.
Kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is cool. Oh, this is cool.
It's got a cool aesthetic too.
Bomb Chicken.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, Lumines Remastered. You ever played the Lumines games?
I've not. Looks so puzzly.
Yeah, so it's kind of a music. It's music. Yeah, it's a music based. Almost like a Tetris-y kind of thing, but it's weird because instead of the things falling down of their own volition, like you've got this thing that goes across.
Pull them down.
Yeah, you pull them down, you place them. And
it looks interesting.
So good. I remember playing it on the PS3 when the PS3 launched, and it was one of the first games that I remember downloading from the PlayStation Store as cool. Like a PS Plus kind of thing.
Sure.
So that is coming. Reigns, Kings and Queens.
This is cool. I have not played this one, but I've played Reigns Her Majesty. If you go to the Mopop, which is the big like pop culture museum in Seattle, they have an indie games.
Is this there?
Display. Reigns Her Majesty is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's actually really cool. I was there maybe a month ago, and they have all these cool indie games that you've played or you've heard about. I'm trying to think of what, that was the first place I ever played Nidhogg was there.
Okay.
And last time I was there, like I played Hyper Life Drifter and I played some other stuff. But Reigns Her Majesty was one of the ones I played. And this is a really interesting game based kind of like on a Tinder mechanic. So you're a ruler, and in this case, you could be, I think there's a Reigns King and there's a Reigns Her Majesty, which is your queen. And you get a card that pops up and it'll say like, we're having a problem with, rebel insurrection. Do you want to, send the army to kill them, or do you want to try to, negotiate with the peasants to try and make their life better? And you have to choose. You swipe left or right depending on which way you want to go. And then every time you make a choice, it kind of creates a tally of, if you send your army, now you're a military king. And if you send your other people, maybe, hey, you're kind of a nicer ruler. And those things stack up based on the choices you make. And you've got kind of advisors, it seems like. And you keep swiping left or right, and then eventually something will happen that will depose you as king.
Okay.
And the entire concept of the game is to see how many turns you can make before, you're killed by an assassin, or presumably you could probably just die of old age and your succession would go on. But it's a really, really interesting game. It's mobile. It's a mobile game first, so it's got a very cool mechanic that I've never really seen anywhere else. It's real interesting.
Nice. Next game on the list is Lightfall. It's a fast-paced platforming adventure game.
Yeah, kind of Super Meat Boy looking.
Okay.
Real one of those super fast-paced, platformy, jump from place to place to place, die a lot.
Right. It looks like you can make your own platforms just
or something.
out
Yeah,
of thin air.
The aesthetic's really cool though, very geometric and cool looking. So that probably be perfect on the Switch.
Super fun. I know the next one you've loved before.
West of Loathing. God, this game is so good. It's dumb and ridiculous and like probably the game that I've laughed out loud the most playing.
That's so cool.
You're a cowboy and you're just going to all these ridiculous, stupid places doing cowboy stuff and fighting a herd of interdimensional demon cows. It's turn-based combat. Every character in it's a stick figure.
That's so great.
They're super funny and super dumb, and it's super enjoyable. I played it at PAX West and immediately went and bought it because it was just that good.
Very cool. Pose or Pode? Pode
yeah,
is a
this
co-op
game looks
puzzle game?
really cool.
It's coming. It should be coming very soon.
Yeah. It's one of those kind of environmental puzzle games, I think, where you play co-op and you affect the environment to get through it is what it looks
pretty.
like. Yeah, it's beautiful. Reminds me kind of that caterpillar puzzle game.
She remembered caterpillars?
She remembered caterpillars, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it plays like that game at all, but similar kind of aesthetic to some degree. Just beautiful graphics, but looks like you're just trying to, multiplayer puzzle solving to get through environments. Looks really cool.
That looks cool. I remember hearing about this one, The Messenger. It's a side scroller, and you can switch between 8-bit and 16-bit style. But what is cool about it is every level and absolutely everything in this game was rendered once in 8-bit and also rendered a second time in 16-bit.
Wow.
So the whole game is basically in there twice.
That's
and you
crazy.
can swap between the two.
That must have been so much work.
That's got to be kind of crazy.
Wow.
But that looks very like old school, like Ninja Gaiden or Shinobi kind of thing.
Very old school.
It looks real fun. Bad North is a RTS that is going to be coming to the Switch.
This looks really interesting. Did you guys watch the video of this? Because the aesthetic of it is really cool. It's a strategic. It looks like you're like Vikings, and you have to like land on an island and then strategically figure out how to take it over from the people defending it. But the look of it is super cute. Like all your Vikings are like, I don't want to say adorable because. But it's got this kind of cool, like, polygon.
Yeah, it is kind of like bouncy.
I don't know. There's something about it that I just love the look of it.
Oh, and the blood. I mean, there's
right,
that.
but like it's like these kind of vicious battles, but
everything's so cute.
Kind of cute, kind of that kind of Zelda aesthetic. The kind of what are those graphics called?
Isometric?
No, the way they make it. Anyway,
cell shaded.
Cell shaded. Thank you. Look to it. And so it's kind of cute, even though you're like a Viking chopping an arm off of someone. So
it's kind of got that Castle Crashers.
That's
it's kind of bouncy. Like
not
like
as animated as Castle Crashers, but yeah,
it's that aesthetic, that pace.
Yeah,
that it's kind of like.
Yeah, I'm not a big like roguelite real-time person, but it looks interesting.
Really cool.
Yeah, again, I hope there's a demo of that.
Right. And the conclusion to the Banner Saga trilogy, Banner Saga 3, is going to be coming to the Switch this summer. And also the first two titles in the series are going to be coming to the Switch as well.
Yeah, Banner Saga is fun.
I don't know if fun is the word I would use for it.
It's a cool game, though. Turn-based strategy.
Yeah.
Kind of that movement
my only
points.
complaint about that game is that you cannot rotate the playfield to see all angles because some of the characters block your view of places and you don't know either what's there or if you can go there or anything. And that's the only complaint I've got about that game.
Terrific stories.
Story's great. Music is fantastic. Austin Wintory
did all three soundtracks. He's doing this one as well. Huge fan of his work. These are just fun games. I own the first two on multiple systems. And the Switch might actually be it'll depend on how it controls, but the Switch could be a very good place for a game like this. Kind of slow, kind of methodical, take it on the go, play a couple turns. I think that could be good.
Since we're talking about Austin Wintory doing the music to Banner Saga,
So this
Let's
dude
talk about
is
this.
like my absolute favorite composer for video games. He's done so many amazing things. Like he did the Banner Saga. He worked on Abzu, which to me is the best video game soundtrack ever made.
Journey.
He did Journey, which is everybody else's
Yeah.
favorite video game soundtrack ever made. He did Luna, which is my favorite VR game I've ever played. Like the guy is just and like he did Tooth and Tail last year. He did
Which is an interesting soundtrack. It's good.
It's so good, but it's so strange.
It's so different.
And every single one of them, like the Monaco soundtrack is completely different. I want to get this dude, like, I want to do an interview with Austin Wintory more than anything in the world, because I want to ask, like, how are you so
prolific?
But also, I mean, he did 3 video game soundtracks last year, because he also did Absolver, I want to say, which is also a great soundtrack. But like, how do you as a composer compose soundtracks that sound nothing alike? They're just absolutely incredible. But he is doing a Kickstarter called A Light in the Void live concert and broadcast event. And this is actually a mixture of a live concert experience mixed with a giant stage show and science. And so the idea is, I'm going to actually just read from the Kickstarter. It says, A Light in the Void tells the story of science itself through sweeping cinematic music, real-life scientists speaking on stage, accompanied by the orchestra, and wildly entertaining theatrics, video packages, and animation, all performed live and broadcast globally for the entire world to experience. To put it simply, amazing scientists tell unforgettable stories in an audiovisual spectacular.
That's so cool.
I'm super. I am not a Kickstarter person. I've Kickstarted maybe 1 or 2 things, and I pledged $140 to this.
Oh wow.
And I got the Wintory Games package. So
Because you need his games for the 5th time.
even though I already own most of these games, so there's still 39 left at this level if this is something you want to do. But you get literally every single video game that he has written a soundtrack for. So you'll get the Banner Saga 1 through 3, when it comes out, Tooth and Tail in Monaco, Absolver, Abzu, Luna, and then Journey and Flow on the PS4. So if you haven't played a lot of those games, it's actually a pretty good deal just games-wise, but you'll also get access to the video. You'll get a poster.
To Flow?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I'm just super excited about what this could be. I'm a huge fan of Austin Wintory as a composer. I'm a big science nerd. And I'm a big proponent of bringing science forward into the mainstream, because I think that it's something we need more of these days, critical thinking and that kind of stuff. So this could just be absolutely incredible. They're asking for $80,000. They're at $51,000 as of right now, so it probably will fund. It's got another 22 days to go.
Oh, nice.
I'm really, really excited about it. So if you like science, if you like amazing music by Austin Wintory, if you like those soundtracks, you can kickstart for as little as $5 and up to a bunch of money.
If you've got money to drop.
Probably
on
one
it.
of the cool things is if you pledge, I think if you pledge more than 100, you actually get to be kind of like a part of the review committee. So they'll send you like, hey, what do you think about these things? If you are a musician, for $200, you can actually have your demo reel reviewed by both Austin Wintory and Marty O'Donnell, who is the guy who did the soundtracks for Halo and Destiny. So, like, if you're a musician and want to have your demo reel reviewed, $200 to have it done by 2 very, very, very top shelf composers would be pretty cool.
Nice.
But I think if you pledge $300 or $250, I think $300, you can actually go to the performance of this in Denver, or it's going to travel after they think, and so there's some real cool opportunities here if you're into music and science.
Well, that sounds fun.
Right?
Very cool. And we'll post a link to that in our Discord and on our website.
The Facebooks. I already posted it on Twitter, but I'll post it again because every time Austin Wintory likes anything I post on Twitter, which happens often because I talk about him constantly, I giggle.
All right. Okay, let's wrap up news real quick with a little bit of info from HTC. The Vive is now $499. Why?
Because they released the HTC Pro, which is $800.
HTC Vive Pro.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
It's
a mere $800.
$800. It is
just the headset.
It is better.
Have you played it?
I have not.
Oh.
But I've read a bunch of reviews on it. I don't remember what they call it, but when you play VR, the probably the biggest thing that keeps you from realizing that you're not in real life is kind of this screen door effect. When you put it on, you can effectively what you're seeing is the pixels.
Yeah.
And so this is a higher resolution display than the old ones. So this is 1440 by 1600 per eye compared to 1080 by 1200. So it's just more resolution. It reduces that screen door effect.
Is it that much more resolution?
It's not a huge amount, but I mean, you got to think about that per eye and how close they are.
Okay.
It apparently makes a pretty big difference. You can still see that kind of thing, but it just becomes less so.
Okay.
It also has other stuff. It's more ergonomic. It has built-in headphones. It has, the different head straps. It is a big improvement over the old one. And I think that's fantastic. The thing that I am a little bit disappointed in is I'd really hoped that when we started seeing, and I've said this, I promise you can go back 70 episodes, and every time I talk about VR, the thing I talk about is what I hope is that new versions of it are not only better, but they're also cheaper. That as technology comes out, you see that. I mean, the cost for things generally if you tried to buy a PC in 1995, you know that a PC in cost $2,000, $2,500. And can you still buy a PC that costs $3,000, $2,500 these days? Sure. But can you also buy a gaming PC for $1,000? Sure.
You can buy it, yeah.
And so I'd kind of hope that as we got into further revisions on these VR headsets that, I think it's great that they brought the price of the other one down to $500. To me, that says a lot about them continuing to support these older headsets, which is great because I have obviously a first-gen Oculus. But I kind of hope that the next one wasn't going to launch at $800 again. It would be, I would have loved instead to see the Vive drop to what's the Oculus now, 400 or 350? Yeah, I would have loved to instead see that drop to $400 and the Pro to be six, not 8. So
but the Vive, when the Vive originally launched, it was 8.
Same price, 8.
Was it?
Yeah,
but that came with everything. It came with your controllers. It came with
this will too, I'm sure.
No, this one is just the headset.
Oh, geez,
it is just
really?
the headset. There's no controllers. There's none of that. It's just the headset.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, made to be swapped into an existing Vive. Man, see, and that's even worse.
Yeah.
But,
I guess the test will be exactly how much of a jump it is from the original.
Yeah. I just, to me, that's too soon. Then if they're not going to, there's not going to be more, and if it's going to be that expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still a huge pusher of VR. I think it's an amazing technology, and every time I do it, I'm absolutely amazed at how real it is, and how good it is at fooling your brain into making you think that that you're not in real life anymore.
Totally. All right. Well, there's that. And the Vive Pro is up for pre-order right now. It's launching, I think, June 3rd.
Yeah, it's a little bit away.
All right, cool.
You have some time to save some money. Find the change in your couch cushions.
Seriously. All right, we are done with news. Don't forget, by the way, we are an official Humble Bundle partner.
Hey, that's us.
Yeah. Go to bitemepodcast.com/humble, and all the newest Humble Bundles, whether it be video games or
books or comics
or
weird other things that they do.
Sometimes there's weird other stuff
stamps.
that they do. Yeah, I don't think there's
stamps.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
That would be
We should start
pillows.
collecting stamps.
They should do a Humble Bundle pillow collection.
That'd be amazing.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'd like a Humble pillow bundle.
You're weird.
I don't know. That's funny. Or a ring pop bundle.
Adam has a lot of ring pops. We don't know
I've
why.
got 2. I'm hanging on to them because eventually Kevin will want to marry me, and I will have the rings ready.
I thought it was because you're going to start doing a lot of ecstasy.
No.
No, okay.
Not anymore. So anyway, so check us out, bitemepodcast.com/humble.
Perfect.
And you can see all the stuff there. We update it. You update it.
Yeah, I've been sick. I haven't done it, but I'm going to do it today.
All right, we have questions this week from High Jump Captain Insano.
Hey!
See what I did there?
I did.
6.
I applaud you.
And...
Yo! Benny!
It's like you had to stop and think about whose name you were going to call out.
No.
Okay.
That's why he just calls him Sweetie.
Oh, dear. All right. Vinny wants to know, we're going to do a fun Sea of Thieves themed one this week. If you were to put yourself into Sea of Thieves, what kind of pirate would you be? What's your name and what's your pirate backstory?
So you made a pirate that looked just like you, Dylan.
Yar.
I didn't spend a lot of time doing the character creator. So are you familiar how the character creator works? It's interesting.
You pick a pirate.
You just go in and it gives you, here's 8 pirates you could be, and you like kind of swoop through them, and if you don't like any of those, you push a button, it gives you 8 more random pirates. And like mixes sizes and genders and all kinds of thing. And I actually picked one that actually looked kind of like Dylan, if Dylan was kind of vaguely homeless looking woman. So
so it looks like Dylan.
Kind of like Dylan, yeah, actually. But just less beard, honestly.
More beard.
Yeah.
Always more beard.
She did not want more beard. But I never got actually a chance to play with her because I could. I'm sure she does. Because I couldn't actually log into the game. So, if I was going to actually create a pirate persona for myself.
Yeah, what would your name be? What would your name be?
I am Captain Blondebeard.
I like Captain Blondebeard.
Captain Blondebeard?
I actually had a name for myself.
We all had pirate names when we were playing.
And I forget what mine was, honestly. It was good, though. Yeah. So I'm going to have to look it up because I don't remember what it was anymore. But
your brother's was Squidbeard.
Squidbeard. See, that's good.
Yeah. And Captain Vinny Pegleg.
Vinny Pegleg.
Good.
I'm going to go with my pirate name would be Salt and Pepper.
Oh!
Salt and Pepper, yeah.
That's
good.
I
don't know if he would ever... Well, I don't know if I'd talk like that.
You are. Legally, you have to talk like that.
Yeah. Didn't realize it was illegal.
Yeah.
You're deficient in vitamin C.
If you're playing Sea of Thieves with Adam, you have to talk like a pirate.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Your voice is going to hurt.
Let's hear your pirate voice.
No.
Yar.
Maybe.
I don't know if I can actually do a pirate voice right now.
I can do it. I'll get there.
Okay.
I'll get there.
I can't wait
stage fright.
I can't wait for Adam to both talk like a pirate and string together imaginative curses as a pirate. It's going to be great.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah. What would you look like as a pirate?
Oh, I didn't know I had to think about what I look like.
Do you have both eyes?
No.
No. Do you have either eyes?
Yeah. One eye is white and one eye is black because I'm Salt and Pepper.
Perfect.
Yar.
Perfect.
Yar.
So one of you is like that creepy, like it's an eye, but it doesn't have a pupil.
Yeah. And I refuse to go. I refuse to go to scary movies because they're all rated R.
Yar. I only watch R-rated movies.
Do you have both hands, or is one a hook?
No, one is not gonna be. One is gonna be something that's not a hand. Give me a minute to come up with that.
Perfect. Both legs.
I'm gonna bite my tongue on that one.
Yes.
Both legs. Okay.
Yes, both legs.
Yeah, I think I'm a both leg pirate too. Yeah.
And what's our backstory? Where do we?
Yar, I'm an old salty sea dog.
My only real foray into piracy mostly involved
downloading
music and songs. So I'm not sure I'm actually really ready for some big forays into the high seas. I have visited the Pirate Bay, but it was a different thing. Very, very
totally
different thing. So I don't do that anymore.
I smuggled things.
Smuggled things?
Yeah, I'm a smuggler. I smuggle nuts, butts, and coconuts.
Oh. Why do we keep inviting him back every week?
That makes me happy, though. I don't know why.
I do kind of want to be one of those cool pirates, though, that has like the hook that you can take off and put other things on. Like,
right.
I don't know, like a corkscrew.
It's very utilitarian.
Right?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, so my backstory is that I was a former club kid.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't have an arm or a hand. I have a T-shirt cannon.
Nice.
That's what I've got, which doubles as a confetti cannon on special days.
God, that would be amazing.
Blunderbuss.
Yay!
Is that what they're called?
Well, a blunderbuss is it's like a pirate shotgun, kind of.
Oh, okay. But it
shoots confetti.
It's like a potato gun.
Yeah.
God, that's going to be amazing.
It's a party pirate.
Yeah.
Yar.
Maybe Adam's pirate impression is going to be fun.
That pirate's going to be awesome. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So there's that. Did we cover it all?
Yes, we did. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm happy.
This game's going to be interesting. All right. Thank you, Vinny, for that. Captain Insano, what recent game has disappointed you the most, and what would you change to make it better?
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Battlefront, the controls would make it better if they would fix them.
That one still doesn't make sense.
I still don't get that one. Shadow of the Colossus, they could change the controls and make it better, and
I thought they did.
Make it as the controls are fine. I complained about this last week, but it's the first game that I've played in a while that I got about halfway done, and I'm just not sure I'm going to finish. I'm just not. I every time I boot up my anything to play, I'm like I just don't know if I want to play that game anymore. And
you never played the original, though.
No.
So I would like you. I challenge you.
Oh,
to play
challenger approaches.
I challenge you to play the original or the HD version that came out on the PS3. Play that for 20 minutes, and then go, oh my God, this new one is so good.
I think the thing is it's not the controls that are throwing it for me. Like I think the person controls, like fighting the Colossi is fine. The controls are fine. I think controlling the horse is ridiculously bad. But the game's just boring. Like it's okay. To me, what I would fix about that game. And the problem is anything I would do to fix Shadow of the Colossus would make it a different game. Yeah. It wouldn't be Shadow of the Colossus anymore. But I'd love a progression system. I would love that if I have to kill 15 Colossi in a particular order. Like, you can't go out of order. You can't just wander around killing Colossi. You have to kill 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish that it was kind of like more Mega Man, where I killed a Colossus to get a thing that I would then use to kill the next Colossus.
Right.
You know,
okay.
and so it
That
wasn't
makes
just
sense.
climb a Colossus, stab it in the head a couple times, it dies.
Yeah.
Find the next one, climb it, stab it in the head, it dies. I would love if you used the flying Colossus to get some wing things that made it so I could fly down to the next. I don't know. I mean, I don't make video games.
Right.
I just critique them. But I would love there to be a reason to kill this Colossus so I could kill the next Colossus and something that would make the battles more fun.
Make sense of the order.
Yeah, because I guess the thing is what I would also say about the game is like, oh, it'd be cool if there was a story. It'd be cool if there was other characters. It'd be cool if there was some RPG elements. But that just takes that game and makes it into a different game.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
it's kind
think
of along the lines of Ico and what was the other? There was Ico.
the new one,
The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian.
Okay, yeah, because Ico is like, it's a very obtuse kind of like, you don't know exactly why you're doing the things you're doing.
Yeah.
You have an slight idea.
And I get that behind this. And I need a little something more.
Right.
It's not, and maybe I'll still beat it. I don't know. I just have it rented, so if I got a Fisher Cup bait on it pretty quick.
I've not ever heard that phrase before.
Really?
Never heard that.
Well,
it took me a second to understand exactly what you said.
There's another option to it, but it's not very safe for podcasting.
Okay, let's not go there.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think Shadow of the Colossus would be the game for me.
Yeah, I think piggybacking on that, I think the game, like, it's not far from a walking sim, basically.
Right.
Because you're basically just going from point A to B and doing a thing. The only thing is, for me, what I witnessed, because I haven't really played the game yet, I've watched others play or some video. It's like you go from point A to point B, but what's happening during that time? Like, are you really discovering anything?
Yeah.
Are you seeing things in the atmosphere that tell you things? Like, you play Firewatch and you wander around and you see all this stuff, and like there's some, like, not really. I mean, of course there's a few events, and that's not really what this game is, but like, you can notice things in the world and it tells you something about that world. And to me, this game was just a plane, or a cave,
and that was exactly it. And
a valley, or
I've thought that while I'm playing it is that I love walking sims. And the difference between what makes a good walking sim and what makes Shadow of the Colossus not good is that there's no story progression. There's no growth of your character. There's no interaction with other things. It's just stab a Colossus in the head. It dies. Hey, it teleports you magically back to the place. You stab another Colossus. And I think that there's obviously an ending to this game that
will make sense
payoff.
of what's, there's a payoff.
But I'm just not sure I want to play another, 3 or 4 hours to get to that. Do I? All right. Maybe I'll plow through it this weekend.
Okay.
I would pick Agents of Mayhem.
Oh, God, you're so right.
Because I was so pumped for this to be like my game of the year, because it's everything that I love in games, where it's like crazy, zany, open world. Like, it toned down from like what Saints Row was, because it's not that wacky, but like it had the over-the-top, cheesy, like B-movie, genre movie characters in this world that was like a B-movie, and it was awesome, and
it looked great,
and it looks good, and a lot of what it does is cool, but it stunk. Like, it didn't
boring.
Work. I think it took a long time to ramp in, and from what I've heard, like, you do unlock more interesting characters that are more fun to play later, but that doesn't help.
Yeah.
If you can't get past the first scene. Like,
I was so bored playing that game.
Don't tell me this movie's great if you watch the whole thing when the first 15 minutes just put me to sleep, because I'm not going to finish it, obviously.
The gunplay was terrible. The superpowers were terrible. Yeah. Fighting the characters didn't feel good. That was probably the last game that I played that I was just like, no, I tried it, and then I tried it for another hour and a half, and I just said no.
And it really didn't help that I literally had game-breaking bugs a couple times that I just couldn't progress, and it kept stopping me from impeding me from going forward. And I might have had at least a little enjoyment had I been able to play more, but I spent more time not playing it than I did playing it, and that's not how I want to experience that game.
Gotcha. Well, you just threw
So
it down.
poo on you.
There you go. All right,
Agents of poo.
Thank you, Captain Insano. Finally, High Jump says, so I know you all saw the tweet to get Banjo-Kazooie and Smash for Switch, which I think would be awesome. So cool. Anyway, what guest characters would you like to see in the game, Smash for Switch? Remember that they have to have been made for a video game first. So no, we can't get Goku or Superman. Smash 4 had some amazing guest characters, Mega Man, Sonic, Bayonetta, Cloud, etc. What video game character would you choose for Smash on the Switch?
You know, when I put this question in the show notes, I had an idea for one, and it's gone on my head. So go first, and I'll try and get back to it.
I mean, do we want to go with Duke Nukem and Kratos?
No. That's cheating.
Well, Kratos was in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
he was.
Was he really?
Downloadable. I think he was DLC later on.
Interesting.
No, I don't know.
But
I never played it. I just know that
that
when
game
you
was
mentioned
fun.
it.
That game was super fun.
Cubert?
Cubert? That would be fun.
Yeah.
Or Dig Dug? You could pump them up and explode them.
Is Toad in the Smash games?
I don't think Toad's in the Smash games.
Why not?
Are the
What's
Battle
Toad
Toads in the Smash
do?
games?
You're stupid. What's Toad gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna do that.
What's
the whole
he gonna
time.
do?
He's gonna throw his. Oh, that's a head.
With,
That's
like,
not a
Donkey
head.
Kong's
It
just
is
gonna
a head, yeah.
That's his head. Never mind.
Yeah, like Donkey Kong's just gonna eat him.
Donkey Kong's gonna bite him, and then he's gonna realize that he's a magic toadstool, and it's gonna be a way different game.
I love it.
Toad, well, I'd like to see Toad in there just because. Why not?
That'd be so wacky.
Yeah,
Because there's so many characters in that game, it's hard to.
yeah. It's like
Wasn't
And see, my problem is I've never played this game, so I don't know what characters are in it. I've never
you've
played.
never played a Smash game?
No, we were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah,
When it comes
we're
out,
so
we're going to have
excited to play Smash with Cliff for the first time. He has so much to look forward
When it comes
to.
in, we might have to set it up on one of the TVs here and have like
I
a
might
Smash
actually
tournament at
win
lunch.
a round because
Oh, yeah.
I have literally not won a round of a Smash
I'm
game
gonna
since the
dominate
N64.
Wow,
I've not won. I've just not won.
that's so
'Cause
sad.
I'm bad.
Kirby troll you.
It'll be fun. I think that there's. I'm really excited to play it. I think I'm
yeah.
very excited to play it.
I think that I would like to see Mad World, the guy from Mad World, in that game. On the Wii, it was that incredibly ultra violent game
Black
with the
and white.
black and white with the red. Like,
Yeah.
and it was like, but it was in like. Why I'm thinking this is because the style of the game. I want that character as it was. Like I want it as that graphic novel black and white character. In this colorful game, like I just think that would be cool. Like, similar to Mr. Game & Watch.
I'm going to bring
Because
Tyler from
they have
GTA 5 in.
Mr. Game & Watch in there, and it's like it's cool to pull that character the way it existed in that game,
That
and
would be
have
really
that
cool.
like exist in that 3D world. Like even though it's like a 2-dimensional character, like put Paper Mario in it. Like
Oh, gosh,
that'd be cool.
that'd be
like, I don't
awesome.
know, maybe he is. I don't remember. There's so many. There's so much
many
stuff.
characters already
And like
in
they
that
have
game.
like they had Snake and they had Mr. Game & Watch. They have Mega Man now and like Bayonetta and some more of the mystical
what?
Pokemon.
Yeah,
and,
Bayonetta's in it.
So-
Some of the Fire Emblem characters are in it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Like the last one had 40 or
They
more
had the-
characters,
they had
40,
the-
60
the
characters. I don't
fitness,
remember. The Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, the Wii Fit trainers,
Like-
which were fun, and their specials were great, and their arena that you battled in was super fun too.
That's cool.
Olimar's in there. And
Yeah, there's already so many.
Yeah, I'm just excited to play this game more than anything. I really hope they do add the Banjo-Kazooie
That would be really
people
cool.
into it. I love that
Conquer.
Phil Spencer was just like,
yeah, Conquer would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hack up hairballs at people.
I love the idea. So I don't know. I had an idea and I'm real bummed that I can't remember what it was. I should have written it down.
We'll
But
come back to it, I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm all about Kratos. All right, thanks, High Jump. Thank you
as
for that.
always,
All right, let's do some cheap free games. Humble Jumbo Bundle
11.
Humble Jumbo Bundle 11.
Good. It's a pretty good deal. The
me more.
$1 tier is the only game I'm really familiar with is the Kingdom New Lands game, which is the Kingdom games are strange, but they're very interesting to play. But in the middle tier, which right now is $5, you can get Tropico, which is
Never played that.
It's a kind of a city building sim thing, but it's in a island.
Like in Cuba.
I think you're building Cuba, essentially.
Basically.
Yeah. Orwell is also very cool. It's a kind of a investigative game that's really interesting. It was originally mobile. N++ is super fun. You've played N++.
I've got N++, yeah. Because that came in one of the bundles I think I bought before, and I love it.
Yeah, N++ is I don't know how you describe it. Like, there's tons of levels, and you have to collect these things in them and clear them.
Yeah, it's almost
kind of platformy, but
it's almost like a Super Meat Boy kind of thing. But there's some shooting involved.
Yeah, and you have to clear 5 levels in a minute in order to progress to the next set of 5 levels. Yeah, and there's like 2,000 levels in it or something.
It's crazy, but it's fun.
It's fun, and they're also going to release more games in 5 days in that tier. And then for $15, you can get Abduction, which is the newest game from Cyan Studios, the folks that did Myst.
I didn't realize they were still a thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Abduction, I assume that this one you could also play in VR. I know it has a VR version, so I'm going to guess that you'd be able to play this in VR. But very Myst-like in that you're solving puzzles in a 3D world. So the jumbo bundles are often. I've often found that when I've bought those in the past, I'll go, I don't know what these things are, and then 3 months from now, someone like, oh, have you played that game? I'm like, oh yeah, I own that already. So
and now can they find the link to the Humble Bundle on our page?
They certainly can.
All right, bytemepodcast.com/humble.
Good.
There's that. Real quick, small bite. Nobody put it in here. I didn't put it in here. But Fortnite Mobile is out. But PUBG is out on mobile as well.
Have you played it yet?
No.
I kind of want to check it out because my favorite thing about the whole marketing around it or whatever, it says a perfect port of the PC game. I don't know if that's a selling point.
Because it'll be a janky pile of steaming turd.
So I just wanted to mainly bring it up there. Kind of a small bite slash
play,
troll
right?
corner. Yeah, it's free to play. And
you have nothing to lose.
I guess we could also throw them in Troll Corner, too, because it's supposed to be a 100, Battle Royale kind of thing. But a lot of people are thinking that
bots.
It's all a lot of bots because people are playing on their phone for the first time ever. They're getting chicken dinners. They've never won a round before, ever, and they're winning and winning and winning.
I wonder why. Could be bots.
I mean, maybe they're all bots, or maybe just everybody went, well, I can't do this.
Maybe everyone's just terrible.
Yeah, I think it's just bad.
Or maybe it's because it's a perfect port of the PC version.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Could be.
So
I'd like to put Shovel Knight in Smash Bros.
Oh no! Isn't he already?
No,
really.
He was. Shovel Knight wasn't even
so cool.
unless they announced him for the new one.
I want to say
what about,
maybe.
What about what's the robot in SteamWorld Dig 2?
Yeah,
Dorothy.
Oh, that'd be great.
Is that her name?
I'm not sure, but yeah, that'd be great.
Sounds right.
Something like that.
I'd like that.
That'd be super rad.
There are maybe there are reports that it could happen.
It could happen.
Yeah, so some Shovel Knight in Smash would be cool. He's a fun guy to play. Yeah. That game's fun.
I can imagine how the shovel, like the bouncing shovel thing, could play into like.
Is that how you move around? Is boink, boink,
you
boink?
can. It's more of an attack jump.
You attack down, but you'll bounce off of things if there's bouncy things. But I think the shovel and that could lend itself to another interesting style of game. Because, I mean, you don't want to have a bunch of the characters that do the same thing. They try to have variation. Of course, like Mario and Luigi play similar, but they do different things. Right. But I think Shovel Knight can come in with a completely different kind of close combat. And he does have different spells, too, so that they can incorporate some ranged stuff in there. And it'd be a fun character to play.
I like it.
Nice. All right. With that, we have reached the end.
Oh.
It's done.
Do we need a song we sing when we leave? Like the end of the Mickey Mouse Club.
End of the Byte Me podcast.
I'll see y'all on the high seas.
There you go.
Yar.
Yar. Yar.
Captain Blondebeard says, ye scurvy is acting up.
I could be Glitterbeard.
Oh, that'd be good.
Glitterbeard.
That'd be real good.
Salt and pepper Glitterbeard.
Salt and pepper Glitterbeard.
That's a lot of syllables, but it flows.
It does. I like it.
Flows like
molasses in winter.
Yeah.
Oof. Look at that. All right. We are done. Thanks for listening. Check us out online on all the social medias at Byte Me Podcast, BYTE Me. Podcast.com is our website. /Humble is where you can find all the cheap Humble Bundle goodies. So do that. Anything else?
That's it.
Nope.